Beginning in 2010 with one man, one city, and one camera, Brandon Stanton set out to create an exhaustive catalog of the various lives and inhabitants of New York. Since its birth nearly 5 years ago, a simple blog entitled Humans of New York, also known by the abbreviated HONY, has transformed into an online support group and community of nearly 12 million followers worldwide across multiple portals of social media. These multiple genres occur throughout a variety of contexts, including online mediums such as a Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, and website, as well as a traditional print book archiving the most touching and thought-provoking images throughout the movement. In creating the first volume of the HONY book, participants in this online community were asked to provide input on their favorite portraits that would be included in the compilation. Additionally, participants in this community can direct their own levels of involvement within the space of HONY by deciding their own levels of activity. Followers of the movement can choose to like, comment, or share photos. Members can also choose to directly contact Brandon to request a specific subject be photographed, and consequently have that individual's story be shared. The HONY project has inspired numerous spin-off blogs and websites, ranging from Tumblr pages authored by teens to professional web pages similarly following Brandon's established format. In this way, these multimodal portals are dynamic and self-directed, while also allowing participants to become generators of content and exercise authorship in their own ways. Throughout this passionate public audience, members of the HONY community can be found speaking directly to each other, sharing intensive knowledge and offering support to individuals that are struggling. Take, for example, the story shared by an anonymous young woman who discussed the emotional and physical struggles her father was experiencing after brain surgery. HONY participants were quick to offer comments of love and support, sharing the value of their own intensive knowledge regarding similar situations. In this manner, the subjects and participants of the HONY affinity space become resources, sharing and expanding their knowledge with each comment that is submitted. Ultimately, a common endeavor can be identified at the foreground of the HONY movement, solidifying its function as an effective affinity space. Individuals participate within this project to expand their worldviews and to challenge their own understandings of what it means to find happiness across a fluid and dynamic platform of human lives. The majority of traditional academic environments do not function as affinity spaces, unlike the Humans of New York movement that now reaches participants on a worldwide large-scale spectrum. Educators might pay particularly close attention to the social nature of learning within an affinity space. This practice must be interactive, with members of the community functioning in multiple roles, such as authors, editors, and contributors. It is necessary for students to understand the processes behind generating content, and this can be accomplished by flattening the hierarchy of expert and novice roles as seen in an affinity space. Embodying multiple leadership positions within a social context will produce students who view learning as dynamic and interactive, rather than stagnant and one-dimensional. An educator can additionally use an affinity space as a tool for emphasizing the value of intensive knowledge that each student will bring to an academic place. Rather than seeking to create a uniformed environment of extensive knowledge, by highlighting the benefits of an individual's unique skill set, school systems can better accommodate a wider variety of students, such as minority students or English as second language speakers. By adapting traditional methods of formal education and redirecting these practices into an affinity space, students and educators both will be able to acquire literacy in a number of accessible formats that can engage a much wider demographic. While the primary focus of the Humans of New York affinity space seeks to present the intricacy and variance of present-day humanity, educators should acknowledge the emphasis that is placed upon the following: engaging a passionate, diverse audience, allowing all participants to contribute and edit content, and the value of specific, intensive knowledge that each individual will possess. Learning inside an affinity space will most assuredly promote positive and productive interactions between educators and students, and encourage all types of learners to take control of and challenge the ways in which they practice literacy.